What do you call a distinguished legume? A lentilman. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Risk. We are playing Alcatraz. It's Felon Friday. Felon Friday, the series on the channel where we play every single Friday one of the prison maps, either Alcatraz or Supermax Prison. We're playing Alcatraz again this week. And we're playing as a green player out of the 6th position. I think we're going to cap on this 3 in the middle. I don't really have many great plays for other positions on the board. However, I could almost assume... I have a thought here. It might be a foolish thought, but I almost assume somebody goes mess room, right? I play off the 7. I start with 8 troops. Worst case, we've got a 7 here. We can come take a capital, be super aggressive with this big stack here. And potentially take someone's cap turn 1, especially if they over attack. So black is a bot. And yeah, 5-player game otherwise. Fergus is here rubbing his little noggin right into my big noggin. I don't love that the black bot dumped all those troops there, but maybe, just maybe it rolls out of the way. Leaves this as a 2. I still think it's worth hitting there. All right, nobody's actually on this pathway. So I do think that means there's a potential for somebody to be basement stairway or stockade stairway. And if we see them come back here, well, everybody goes before me. So if one of these players is on either of these positions, we'll see those troops move. If they aren't, then it's a real possibility that everyone else is fighting for other positions on the board, which is crazy to me. Like if purple is up here rolling a cap turn 1, maybe they find somebody behind them. They're slidering. They only lose 1, so I doubt that was a cap that they just hit. Yeah, I don't think they hit a cap, but there might have been a cap behind them. You never know. I'm going to go super aggro here. We're going to start with 8 troops. Maybe we've got pink right here. Is he going to leave that there? We might have a pink cap back here. Or we've got a pink cap on cell room center passage. I was not looking forward to having this sitting here. That may just foil my plans, which is a little bit of a bummer. Blue rolls a limited amount there. That fortify went into here, right? Into cell room center passage. I think they might have started with the large stack in there as well. All right, in that case, let's see what we got here. I'll try to slow roll this. Nice. Got blue there. I'll leave this material back in here just in case. Because my mindset is if pink is off, if he's stacking on a cap here, like maybe the black cap is right on Stockade Stairway. And that's why pink is sitting here. Which would be a crazy cap. He wouldn't have known this, right? I think he's just trying not to lose the material. And with black stacking here, it makes me think that black is on cell room center passage. So somebody will get that black cap on this next turn. If nobody, I would find it very surprising that nobody is capped back in this pocket here. That's like almost unheard of. That the double pocket gets no caps in it. We've got purple here. I think pink is center passage. No idea where black bot is. I assume then that blue and white are over here, or one of them is behind purple. Somebody is behind purple because that player just attacked into sick ward. Very interesting. I'm wondering if purple's planning on taking a capital up there. So I've got a 15 cap in the middle. I feel pretty good about that. White has already gone. Maybe this player is capped back here. You only do this if you're planning on whaling on somebody's capital. Is he capped in this pocket on kitchen storage? So I actually think it's a good idea to aggress pink here. And the reason I think it's a good idea to aggress pink, did blue start with, nobody started with a bonus, is because worst case, I get through all of this junk, and then there's just a 7 that I can pull back. Best case, I steal his capital. Because I think pink's trying to play back here for this. You don't fortify all of this junk here unless you're planning on taking this bonus back here. And maybe the black cap is right there as well. And it didn't roll off because of a concentration of troops. So it's possible pink is captain the kitchen storage bonus here. I'll have a 7 that can come back because this was an 8 that we just saw, and all of it went left. So I know I'll have the 7 to come back to cap. Let's go get some vision here. Yeah, there it is. Maybe I can soften this up for the blue player or just win it. So somebody else took black's cap. We go super aggro into pink. And the goal here is that maybe pink even gets this back before blue does. In my mindset here, though, how do you not get those troops on cap? How do you not protect your capital before that? So I knew I had the 7 here. I got really good dice on that. I probably could have even have bailed on the middle cap and just played for this, but I didn't want to risk pink getting this. There's a chance. Oh, blue quit. That's huge. Blue is already botted out. White is getting 7, so I think white has the black capital. This might roll me, but I should just be able to take it back because it might not even commit everything here. Pink is not quit yet, but I just obliterated pretty much all of pink's troops. You guys might be wondering, C-Money, why did you play that aggressively? Honestly, because I had a feeling I could, and it might just work out for me. I don't know who's behind purple. Purple could obviously get pretty aggressive here. He doesn't actually place... I think he's clearing whatever's in the back here because he doesn't place any troops directly on cap that turn. And then, yeah, now those 3 come back. So pink at best will get this with 2 troops on it. But ideally I just get this on the next turn and knock blue out of here, fortify up. And then we've got this as a decent hold back here. We'll have to take white out, but I think that's okay. Playing with a little bit of fire. So yeah, obviously, like, I just knocked off 21 troops of pink on that turn. Which is crazy. But I'm like, if this is the only guy that's back here, the only guy that's going for this, if I can try to leverage my position, that'd be pretty powerful. And with blue botting out, hopefully it doesn't place troops here to try to take the caps. Sometimes the bots will try to take caps like that, or it'll just play for the bonus back here. I'm not sure. I could get, if I can split the troops here properly, I could potentially get this bonus. But I'd have to be able to hit this 3 out of here. And blue gets 3 troops. If this is its last position, then it places here, but it seems like it's not placing here. So we get kind of lucky there. I'd have to put 5 here and then win a 6 on... No, it wouldn't even be a 6 on 4. 5 on 4, maybe. I'm going to try to slow roll this. Yes. 5 on 2. That's just the full roll. Not great dice on that 3, but we're back to cap. It really comes down to what purple wants to do here. Because ideally, actually, black stacking in front here is really good for me. Because that should protect me slightly from purple. I'm weak now. White's getting 13. White might have triple capital in the bonus, actually. 9 plus 4 does make some sense. He's not actually as aggressive as I thought he would be there. Blue, I think, is kill guarded behind purple. Purple has not yet taken this bonus. He doesn't have good board vision, so he probably doesn't step out. And that does trade him in. So we feed the blue kill, but I'm totally okay with that because that's actually going to trigger an early trade for pink, or for purple, I mean. Although it does, the one downside to that play is that it does put him back on 4 cards, so he's right back in order. It costs nothing for him to do that, really. It just... Interesting. He's going to continue taking the bonus. I think I'm okay with that. He'll be getting a lot on the next turn as well. Black likely trades in the middle of the board. I don't want black in this bonus, now that I think about it. So... try to split 2s into each of these pockets. Pink should play for the middle. That kill probably also gets fed. Maybe even to black bot. Oh, this is actually... Come on, dive in here. Darn it. Get 13. I'm just going to go 2 on the middle cap for now. We're going to really try to protect the back cap. I don't want black setting in on me. I want it to set in and stack in front of the bonus, although it probably takes its card. Actually, all right, it should take the card off the 4, and then purple's forced to hit him here. Unless white's stacked in front of him over here. That should probably be the only card that it takes. No, it is going to take one over here. And this is likely going to break me. No. Hits pink. Sweet. Okay. And then stacks back in front of purple. All right. I am totally fine with that. I think purple has their whole bonus. So we're into a really interesting 3-player game now where all of us are getting a decent amount of troops. I'm wondering if white goes for the pink kill here. He does not. I'm wondering if purple goes for any sort of elimination here as well. Now, purple has to be careful. If he doesn't trade here and he tries to come, like, aggress me, for example, he card skips. That's preposterous. That doesn't make any sense. That card skip doesn't get you a better trade by much. Especially if... Well, I guess it might get you a better trade if pink trades on the next turn. No, pink trades now, so it doesn't get you any better trade than you would have gotten if you didn't skip. It just leaves purple a card behind now. I don't like that play from purple. I think because the bot has already traded, because you've already forced the trade of blue's cards there, and then... Now, what would be extra funny is if black gets down to 1 position here. We're going to go 10. I'm going to go 10 and 10 here. We'll fortify one of these 2s up. I'll let black have a card in this spot. I don't skip here. Pink sits on me here. Does it make sense? I'm actually going to bring this back here. I was going to bring one of the 2s up. I think it makes sense to defend the cap that defends the bonus. I think this bot is just here, right? It goes to the right. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't break me again. I'm getting 20 troops a turn. I mean, even that, just that single recovery there was really, really important for me. Now, there is the question here. Purple, there is the one caveat that purple skipping could benefit them if white... Well... No, but if white eliminates black and pink, then again, purple still would have gotten the same trade other than me, right? They end up bonusing it slightly better than they would have. Now, white, I believe, is a 1-point card block back here. He comes down with an 18. He's probably going to break me. No, doubles back up into black. Yeah, that's a bad play by white. So, all right, now purple's card skip makes... Because now the threshold is greater, right? They're going to end up trading on the 15. It nets them essentially 1 more troop than they would have gotten, I think. Or 3 more. That doesn't trade white either. White is being a little overly aggressive here, in my opinion. I'm going to just take this back. I'm not going to aggress him. If he breaks me again, he breaks me again. I'm still going to get 13 by default, which is the same amount as him. He'll be up to 14 or 15 on this next turn, but there's really no sense in... What's my trade in? +2 on my cap. Middle cap I need to keep protected. Let's make that a nice 30. Make this at 30. 33 here. And now I will pull forward. I like my cap positions here. White can break me again all he wants to. All you're doing by breaking me here is, unless your plan is to card block purple, all you're doing is just making me want to target you. Unfortunately, I don't know where the cap positions are of white, and I'm definitely not going to hit him when he's on a trade. So purple's skip ends up working in his favor because of white's aggressiveness. But normally I would not bank on that. I think it's really risky to bank on that. And he's going... Interesting. He's just going for vision here, I guess. Opens my back cap. Get this up to 38. I don't mind locking this cap because my middle cap is open. Bring this forward to this capital. And white obviously on a trade right now. Not gonna mess with that. He will probably come break me again. That's kind of the expectation I have for this player. A bit of a loose cannon so far. Very, very aggressive player. And I can't even say that I don't get it because I was also very, very aggressive. All right, buddy. Congrats. Good work. Oh, man. I don't know. I gotta, at some point, I don't really have an option for a card block on anybody yet. So I need to kind of figure out these opponents. Right? Because I'm holding double capital. White likely has a 1-point cap on the right-hand side. And that cap's got to be at least 90 troops with how much they've been getting each turn and all of the trade-ins that they triggered, how much they keep sending back there, etc. Purple and I could create a card block zone where we trade here and block him on these territories. But if purple quits here, that's going to make the game really interesting. He doesn't quit. I'm going to try something here. A little risky. It's a little bit risky to do that. I give purple the trading spot here, and I hope that he blocks white up front. That's essentially the goal behind this. Because I'd rather block white than purple, because I think purple will be easier to block in the end game. He opens up the capital like an absolute fool. I'm wondering if purple understands the assignment now. Otherwise, I'll block this guy on my own and still trade with purple. I think purple is the better player to trade with here, just with where he is positionally. I'm going to be forced to set here. I have path. If purple aggresses me, I have pathing back into him. He skips. That's fine, I guess. A skip at this point is useless. That just loses you troops. 18, 21. I forced his hand. That's essentially what happens here. And he uses it to break me, which is absolutely hilarious. This guy's kind of lagging. It's weird. Nothing happens on my turn. I don't know. That is a foolish play. Now, there is the risk here. Purple, yeah, that's so weird. He skipped, and then now he's making a play. 149 troops. Take this. He turned on me. I tried to work with him and he turned on me. Loses 75 troops.
completely off both of his caps right now. So pick your poison. Okay, we just wasted both of each other's time here. The worst part is White's going to keep opening. I don't know why he turned on. I was willing to work with you. Why did you make that play? That is so very frustrating. Oh, yeah, White is really lagging here. I was like, all right, I'll work with purple here. This will work great. We'll card block White. We'll have a good time. I still think card blocking White is the right choice. I mean, he went minus 30 on that play. So, it is what it is. You know, I think I just sit tight for a turn. He keeps opening up purple. I wish he would stop doing that. And it goes back to what Gavin, longtime viewer of the channel, Gavin, has said. Don't expect people to play the game the way that you want them to. In this case, very poignant or very correct statement in that regard. I'll leave my cap open. Maybe, just maybe I get a trade before this guy, but probably not. He probably just comes and sacks into me again, if I'm being honest. I'm just going to stick within myself. He's going to hit the 3 because this guy cannot help himself. White is not a good player. I want to make that abundantly clear. Not a good player, but I don't think purple really is either. Because you just don't go aggress this cap for no reason. You're not going to get good enough dice off of that. Cool. Congrats. I really just need to leave my pathing open. Interesting. White leaves the 21 there. I don't know. This is unfortunate because I really strongly feel like I'm being... And I don't know why it's me because they're getting the same amount as me. White's actually getting more than me. What are you doing? Why? I gotta trade in on 3 again, dude. What are you doing? If purple didn't aggress me, he and I go 1-2, and instead I'm dealing with this crap right now. This is so frustrating. Oh my goodness. I'm getting slow rolled on a capital for seemingly no reason. Admittedly, I tried to block White, so I get it. Kind of. Sit there. Just stay there. I don't think he's going to, but... He's slidering right now. Did he leave that there? I'm not going to trust it. I don't want to trade. It's a lot of off-cap troops. I'm going to let him roll this, and then I'm going to just take him out of the game. Because he's going to roll this now. Which is just stupid. Yeah. Just lost 100 troops. Love that for me. It's fine. I have a trade. It's terrible dice. I mean, that's not all of his troops, but he keeps pissing troops away. So I'll just take it back. Maybe purple will hit him here. He didn't get opened, though. I think he just took this cap from me. I don't trade in off of White, but... I mean, I gotta give it my best go. 11? I'm just going to see what's back here. Because if it's 61... I mean, I want my cap back. Lock yourself off, clown. He's gonna... Oh, he doesn't split. Alright, sweet. He actually chilled for a minute. Now, the bad thing here is going to be if purple tries to loop back here and... Yeah. Reopens him. Why would you reopen him? It's really hard for me to believe that these two aren't working together. I'm the only one who's been cap rolled. I've been cap rolled twice at this point. I do not want to give purple pathing back to me. So we're just going to take our card up here. I'm going to take it here. If you're wondering why, C-Money, why are you keeping the back cap more heavily defended? This one has been the one more desirable to purple. This one's been the one more desirable to white. I might just get card blocked here. It is what it is. He is going to come try to roll me again, probably. If he comes and breaks the bonus, I don't really care. That's probably the best. Because he won't be able to get this, and then I'm good for a turn at least. But these guys can't help themselves, man. It's like you have a pocket cap, and you have to blast it. It's a requirement by risk law. This game was going so well, too, and then I just got cap sacked twice. Purple's was no good reason. I was showing purple, and again, can't expect players to work with you, but I was showing purple that... I was like, this is where you can play, and things will be swell. You card block here, I card block here. We trade in this zone. We're both getting strong. White doesn't get cards. We take him out. And unfortunately, that is not the way that the cookie crumbled here. Now, purple has been taking a very long time on some turns to decide what they want to do. I don't think they're quitting, though. I think they're still here. If they are quitting, that would be honestly kind of great, but I don't think they are. Yeah, he's still here. No one in the world is surprised. Hits through my throat. Why? Why? You don't have to hit the 3. All right, whatever. He literally didn't have to hit the 3. Didn't have to take from over here. Didn't have to hit the 3. I don't get these people, man. Whatever. Watch this. Ready? You guys want to see? Oh, he doesn't do it. He didn't do it. Oh, my God. We get a chance to recover. I have a trade. Purple's forced to trade. I'm wondering if he trades and aggresses white. Like, he's got to know that I'm weaker than both of them at this point. He's had back-to-back trades since I got that first cap roll, and then I got second cap rolled. Is he just hit and chill? Yeah, he's changing his tune a little bit, which I don't love, but it is what it is. I'm just going to stay to the middle here. Purple's not open to me right now, which is a benefit, right? White has since backed off after getting that horrible cap roll. I think White may have learned his lesson with the cap rolls. Well, we're about to... No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't open his cap. He didn't open his cap. Okay. He's card blocking! White might not be as bad as I thought he was! He did slow roll. That's usually an indication that a player's decent. I think White's probably like an expert. He's just a little too aggressive. He's actually card blocking. All right. Well played. And we'll see if purple gets through this. Purple's going to slow roll it. I thought he was going to blitz it at first. I don't think he trusted the blitz odds. I think this was, what, a 13 here? So 14 on 13 is what these rolls are going to be. And purple might not get cards here. That was well played by white. Now white will trade with me. And again, I still think white will be easier to block than purple. So, white's current position is easier to block than purple's current position because it's a 1 point versus a 2 point. So if white wants to take up that mantle and block, I mean, that's going to completely change the tide of this game, potentially, especially if purple doesn't get the card. He's down to 2 troops. He doesn't get a card. Well played by white. Very well played. And he's kind of in the driver's seat with that card block, so I'll let him handle that. We're going to go buck 10 here, I think is enough. But go buck 15. Just like an even split between the two of them, I think is fine. Wow, purple almost got it too, but he didn't quite get it. I feel like if you got it down to a 2, you had to have been pretty close to a blitz roll there. He's going to make both of these 30s. That's really, really well played. You know, I said I didn't think white was very good. My tune, I am one to admit when I am wrong. If you don't think I am, please call me out because I'd like to think I admit when I'm wrong. I don't maybe always. But in this case, I think I was wrong. I think the white player is actually a pretty decent player. I mean, he understands a card block. That's rare in Risk a lot of the times. And if he's going to be the one to eat the blast of purple's troops, then more power to me because he'll keep trading with me. And I'm plenty okay with that. And now the other added benefit to this, right, is I only ever retook my cap from purple. I never aggressed purple outright. So this appears to the white player as aggression from appears to the purple player as aggression from white rather than aggression from me. I love that a lot. By the way, I didn't go through the settings for this. If you guys aren't familiar with our Felon Friday settings at this point, it's auto setup, 6-second turn timer, progressive cards, balance blitz dice, no rank restrictions, alliances and portals are off, fog and blizzards are on, automated inactivity behavior on the Alcatraz map with capital conquest. We're playing as a green player out of the 6th position. As I mentioned, the players in our game, the black player was an AI. Can't check what their name was. They have been gone for far too long. Can't tell if this is white's sad attempt at trying to card block me now. I didn't see a fortify, so he let purple have a card there. I don't like that. He just let purple have a card. Why would you do that? You're supposed to hit the... Maybe purple backed the troops up, and now white's just planning on extending this by 1 in each direction, so purple doesn't have as easy to fortify lines. I think he wants me to come in here. He's trying to block us both at the same time. Maybe he's not good. Maybe he's not good. I thought he was for a moment there. He's on 5 cards, brother. I'm not going to hit that. To lock my cap off. I mean, he leaves us here. Why would I sit here? You don't get to block us both at the same time. You don't get to block us both at the same time. Sorry. Not happening. This is such a dangerous play. He's on 5, so it's not as dangerous. But this is an incredibly dangerous play. This is a good play to get yourself card blocked. Yep, there it is. Well, he opens him up, but I don't want to reopen these lines for purple into me. These troops didn't come out. I come out to here? That's fine. Don't try to card block 2 people at the same time, man. Really silly play. And we just got, I mean, White just lost 80 troops there. That's a lot of troops to lose from that position. And I was like, because I could tell he wanted to force me through this or force me to lock my cap, and I'm not going to do either of those things. So, tough nuts, brother. I hate to break it to you. He hits here. I was wondering if he was going to hit here. I'm thinking he's going to sit this right in front of... Or is he going to slam my cap? No. Just took as many cards as possible on that turn. Interesting. You are now a 1-point card block, sir. I don't have a trade on 4, so I definitely don't go for it right now, but... I have to use a joker. That's a bummer. He's getting 16. Interesting. Picked up a lot of extra territory there, huh? But we got purple to chunk through a bunch of his troops, and then he retaliated chunking through a bunch of purple. So, come back in here. Now, if he sits this here, I'll trade with him, but... Give purple a trading zone here. I think purple may have learned his lesson. We force white to set early. The card block has been flipped on its head. Maybe he doesn't have a set on 4, in which case... Wow. If I don't see the fortify, it likely is coming in front of purple. Which doesn't make sense. You should fortify in front of me. Because I can't... I guess I can loop around and hit it, right? But it's also bold to do that when purple is on a trade-in. Because he can just hit this. Which is exactly what he did. He didn't lose anything. They just gave him a card. Why would you give him a card? Not doing that. That's so many off-cap troops, though. Look, that's a lot, man. For how many troops he's getting per turn, that's way too many off-cap troops. I can't tell if this is another attempt at a card block. Oh, no. I know what that was. I don't know. I'm going to try to hit this. Backed up all of those troops. That's what his fortify was. He backed all that stuff up. Because he saw I was open. He didn't want to get hit. Here he comes. He's coming for this cap again as if there's any move he can make on it. Oh, he just sacked into me. Alright. That's nice, at least. I like how he chose me, even though purple started blocking him, too. Maybe he thinks I turned on him or something, which I guess I kind of did. And now he just gets blocked. Right? Now, purple's going to go back in here again. He left that up there. Well played. Well played. So that's actually really good for me. The reason why that is really good for me is because that means white's going to stack his troops into purple and not me. So we can have a little bit of level play here. I don't have any interest in blocking him, right? It's here? Yeah, well played. Very well played. So the benefit to this is actually this is likely going to get slammed right away. No. Interesting. Yeah, White really foiled himself there. And the reason I say this is because Purple's not going to let me see this, which is smart. He shouldn't. The issue that White had, the whole problem is White tried to card block me at the same time he was card blocking Purple, and I actually think he may have even tried. I couldn't tell exactly what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to back Purple up so Purple could only fortify up and he'd be able to hit it easier. But I also think he was trying to put Purple in a trading zone instead of me, even though I was actively trading with him, which is like, don't flip your card block in the middle. If you want me to wrap around, show me with the arrows or whatever, with your fortifies, etc., that you want me to take up that mantle and take over that position. But you can't just start card blocking me. You can't just start card blocking me. In the moment, I mean, I guess Purple goes after him, so he doesn't know that Purple's going to keep a 50 here, but I'm not going to hit Purple's 50 when I'm on 5 cards. So, I don't know. It's tough because he can't reposition. Like, if I was card blocking Purple, I can reposition to let White in. He cannot do the same for me. So White was our player with 3 caps. I have 2. So I will know. Yeah, there it is. I was going to say, I will know when White loses a capital. The question is, which cap did he just take? Because I think he took the back cap, and now he's fortifying in front of this one because he wants the cards. I'm going to gauge this. If he gets the cards, he gets the cards. I can still block him. I'm going to leave just a 200 back there right now. He does trade off of White, but I leave this open. Trades how high? 100? 135. It's quite big. White gets a card. He hit... No, White does not get a card. So I think he just rolled that and now gives White the cards for free. I'm not sure. Yeah, he just jumped to 3. No, okay, there's the jump to 4. I think White slammed the troops, which is fine. This is kind of a difficult position to win. I basically have to abandon... I don't want to abandon my caps. I almost think I need to reverse him. I have a trade on 3. He'll be on 3. I need to card block him immediately. And I need to not open anything I don't know. He will start probably with at least 20 troops. If not like 25. So if I can get 25s on each position... All right, here's my goal. 30. Because I know he's not... He definitely had to sack a bunch of troops into this guy to kill him. That might be too much in here. I think I almost take this card forward. Yeah. 30... 30 and 15. He won't be able to get through that with a trade right now. 27. All right, it's close. And he trades now. That's very good for me. I'll need to leave this pathing open. Defending his caps, which is smart. I essentially only have these 5 cards. And this one locks my cap off. I knew we wouldn't be able to get to this. I'll see a fortify here. This card is an unknown, so we have to take this one first or this one first. The benefit, though, is if we take this one, we can fortify off cap up in front of it. And if he takes the 30 in the middle, that's an additional card that I can see that I can take without consequence. So off cap troops are generally good to slam. We take this. This will generate us additional troops. We slam this. I fortify here. I don't open this. We do not open this. And this is where we can potentially shift the tide again. We got 2 cards before we have to open him. He's on 1 card because he traded so early. He should slam me back. If he doesn't, I think that's a mistake. If he pulls it away, it's especially a mistake. Yeah, I don't think that's a very good play at all. I understand his mindset here of trying to force me into additional positions, but I think this is the right way to card block this, and then we start pulling these troops up from the back as best we can. I might even have to completely abandon a cap. And if I have to do that, that's okay. No trade on 3. Like, if I have to sit in front of him with a huge stack, it's okay. And I'm approaching trade-in territory here. That might be a trade on 4. I'm going to double check here. It is. And these trades are quite high, right? Like, I'm getting 6 fewer troops than him, but now I've generated an entire trade in that time. So I go down 18 and then up 150. There's likely something here. So I actually think my best play in this position is going to be... I have cut my pathing off this way. So I think my best play is to focus on this cap here. Let's step here. He has no way to get out. I'm going to put this here. I'm on 5 cards. I have no troops on capital. The goal behind that is to hope he fortifies off a different spot. This is the risky part right here. He can't get through this. And then I'll have all of these cards back here, right? After I roll this, I'll have all of these cards back here that I can take. But I don't do that yet. I take as many cards as I can get here. Notice how I have all of my troops off cap. Very risky. But I really need to put my eggs into the basket of taking this capital here. Because this will generate me so many more territories and troops. Now, a brilliant play for him would be hiding troops back here. Oh my god, I just got a beautiful roll. I fortify this over here in case he fortifies troops off this side. But this has been... I mean, this is one of the best card blocks I think I've ever set. Not to overly toot my own horn here. I let him have 1 card throughout this process. This has been surgical. And now I have troops on cap, so... At least on that cap. He's probably got a pretty good size stack over here. We know he's got double cap in here as well. But I'm getting so many more troops. I actually now am just straight outpacing him in troops per turn. So that's certainly beneficial. I'm leaving that cap protected just in case he's somehow able to break the block. But we're getting more troops than in return. We've traded in twice now in that time as well. And we've got free cards back here. So I anticipate we're likely just going to have it. Because of how many cards I was able to get, we're likely just going to have him here. So I'll count in a second on his turn. But essentially, I managed to maximize this as best as possible. So far, with the remaining 3 cards that we see, I have captured 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards since his initial trade in there. Because he did take a card after he took that trade in. So now he's seemingly throwing his troops away, which is really nice. I have double Joker as well, which is crazy. Buddy, I'm making sure. You got to pull your troops off, Cap. I know you have stuff back there. Do you not have anything back here? He's getting mad at me. I know it feels like I'm stalling, guys, but I really have to make sure I don't mess this up. He's getting mad. He's getting mad at me. I don't think he's too happy with me. Does he really not have... No, see, he definitely has troops back here because he didn't sack them into me before. And I think he's faking. So I'm going to be very careful about my plays here because I think he's faking it. I think he's expecting me to come back here and ruin the card block just so he has a chance to win. See, now he puts the troops back there again. Nothing is fortified forward here. I know he definitely doesn't have 1,000 troops. So we're just going to be a little bit cautious here just in case. I'm not actually going to put any of these troops on cap. Or on the big stack. I just don't trust you, dude. I'm sorry. I never know to trust my opponents in this game, and I think that it's a little cautious, takes a little longer to win, but I do think it's the right play. If he quits, if he bots out, and I see the troops coming forward, whatever. But I know he didn't put everything on this cap. He was split off of it. He had no way to. Like that trade-in went here, but his trade-in after killing white went in this area, and I don't know how many troops he had to roll to get this. So I very well may have had this won a while ago, but I didn't want to take the risk. And it does seem like he might just be botting out here. But I try to be really, really careful because I've seen players mess up games where they aren't careful enough. And I don't want to be that person. I feel like I earned this win. I dealt with adversity of both white and purple. I mean, heck, white even sacked his troops into me at one point. Both of them did cap rolls on me. And he hasn't quit. So let's see what he's got in here. Take this in a minute, but I just don't know that I can trust him. I'm going to leave... What I'm going to do here, I'm going to leave 200 troops here. So, I'm going to leave 200 troops here. I'm going to check down here. Was it here? I think it was here, right? Let's see. There was another cap that he dumped all the troops on back here. Good game. Well played. See? I was right to not trust him when he was getting mad at me. I was right to not trust him. He had 575 troops. Or 475 troops. Like basically 500 troops. And And he's getting all mad. It's like, dude, you got 500 troops. I only had 1,000. I actually legitimately couldn't have killed him when he was complaining. All right, ranks of our opponents. Expert on purple. White knew about card blocks. White is not a beginner. I can promise you guys that. I did misjudge his play. I think he was better than I expected, but still not quite top tier. Expert makes sense for purple. I don't really know what to think about pink. He didn't defend his cap, so that's really a pretty good indication for me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. A wide variety of emotions. I really thought with that super aggressive play and potential snowball opportunity early that I had this in much less than 55 minutes, but it did take us this long. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Felon Friday next week. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.